35 years ago, we went on an adventure. We experienced fresh places and rare faces. We encountered some challenges, but we made new friends who made it easier. Together, we gained a sense of accomplishment. Throughout this journey, the experiences we've had have transformed us. We've become more. We're an experience. We're Jeffreshed. We now welcome you to join the Jevolution. Jessa, start your adventure.
Good afternoon, everyone. So it is late in the evening now. My name is Dennis Swanda. I'm standing here on behalf of Jeff Ndwana, who was unable to join us here today. So I'm going to take you through the story of JESA. JESA began its journey in 1987 in the district of Wakiso along Moime Road, when the late James Ndwana and Sarah Ndwana bought a farm during that time. And they had a vision, they had a passion that they wanted to keep dairy cows. So they started off with local cows that they had. Quickly enough, they realized quickly that they were not going to be able to sustain or produce the vision that they needed. So they imported cows by 1988, Frisian cows, which they brought into the farm. Obviously, they ran into challenges, and I'm thinking everybody has been mentioning them. The cows refused to drink the water that they were given, so they had to transport water from Kampala to give the same cows so that they could get used to because they absolutely refused to drink the water from the river. So those are part of the challenges that they met. So as the revolution started to, as the vision started to grow, they started to produce milk. They were producing excess milk, and so they started to sell that milk as loose milk. Loose milk is milk that you will find in coolers throughout in Kampala here. So they also started selling milk like that. But before long, by 1992, they automated the system of milking the cows so that they would have a quality product. So that's when the ethos of JESA began. That is what JESA is. It's about quality. It's about the people. By then, already we were already putting in the seeds of saying, whatever we do has to be 100% correct. It has to be 100% product we believe in, we're happy, and the customers are very happy with. So with that journey, the brand began to grow. People in Uganda began to appreciate the products that JESA was producing. And by that time, we were producing only fresh milk. That is what we were producing at that time, from 1992 going on to 2011. We were doing mostly fresh milk. That product is what made JESA. It is the product that is our flagship. From that time, we began to diversify to introduce other products like yogurts, and we also started to invest in UHT products. It is during that time that in the year of 2012 that people from Kenya started getting interested in our products. So they came, they said, guys, you have a good product here, we'd like to take it across the border. We didn't go there. They came to us and they said, you've got a good product, we'd like to take it across to the border. We knew nothing about export by that time, but then we said, hey, we're getting for it, we can do it. So we supported going into Kenya and we started learning what it is about, how to export a product into the market. So we started from a farm and we have ended up in export as we speak currently. However, there are many steps that were between the journey. There were people, there were relationships that we built along the line. The people are the people in production, there are people in marketing, there are people in the milk extension department. The milk extension department is just the heart, where they go out into the field to go and collect the milk, and they interact with the various cooperatives and farmers right on the ground to make sure that we receive quality milk. At JESA, we are crazy about quality. We will not release a product into the marketplace if it isn't right. If we're not happy about it, it will not come to the marketplace. We rather not be in it, and today you don't get your fresh milk. I'm sure some days you've experienced where we don't have fresh milk in the market. Not a good thing, but the quality that we are always about is, if it is not right, it must never get there in the first place. So I'm good enough that many people are talking about traceability. It begins by people in production. The people are actually producing it. They're very passionate about it. They're very passionate to making sure that the product that is passing through their hands as it goes into the marketing people, it is a product that we can be proud of. And today, as we speak, we have a very big bouquet of products that we are now exporting to Kenya. We are also exporting yogurts into South Sudan, also sweetened milk. I didn't know that you can put sugar into milk and sell it like that. But for some reason, in South Sudan, they prefer sweetened milk. So we also said, let's go into that space. I have partners here. Most of these people you see here in this, here before, we are partners. We work together as partners. So JESA is just a reservoir of knowledge, but we have relationships that I was talking about. The relationship that we have with the ingredient suppliers, the relationship that we have with the packaging suppliers, and the relationship we have particularly with farmers on the ground. As JESA, we realize that you cannot be in the export market, yet you don't have the raw materials for you to have. As a result, we have worked with AIB, we have worked with the JESA International to put in the infrastructure that is required in the area of Chiboka here, where we are closer, to make sure that we get the milk as fresh as possible and as clean as possible, so that there is better. We're also a company of technology. We have invested. In 2019, we embarked on a new factory in which we have built, we have completed, we have commissioned it, and it is now online, producing the demand and the products that customers across East Africa have been demanding, that we should be doing that. Now, during COVID, we also learned that customers are demanding healthy products. They're demanding that they need products that speak to their health. That's when we discovered that customers were looking for probiotics yogurts. As a result, a few months ago, we introduced the probiotics yogurt into the market. We worked with Promaco on that, and we made sure that the product, it is what customers were talking about. But we also realized that in Africa, we are lactose intolerant. Some people consume milk and they're not able to actually fully digest it. So we've also introduced into the market lactose-free yogurts that which we pass through our store, you will find that we have that. We have other products in the works that will be coming soon into the marketplace that we're working on. But basically, as JESA, our ethos is quality. We don't sleep until everybody is happy that the product they're releasing, the quality controller is not under any due distress to say, I'm going to make a business decision to release a product. We don't do that. If it is not right, we don't do it. Now, I've already mentioned so that we have invested in technology. The new factory runs on solar to make sure that we also take advantage of the solar that Uganda has. We're in the equator. It means that most of the time we have sun. So during the day, the plant is running on solar. That is to make sure that the product is cheaper when it gets back. It gets to the customer locally, and it also gets into the export market. We also use LPG gas, meaning that we don't have smoke that is going into the environment. That is very significant, especially where we located with the other farmers, so we're very neighborly, we're very cognizant of that. In that regard, we've also invested in an ETP wastewater treatment plant to make sure that as we produce the waste, we're able also to treat that waste into the standard that is required by NEMA, so that as we take it back to the river Mayanja, it is as clean as we got it. But we're also very stewards of simply recognizing that the water is a limited resource. We also recognize that. So we are working with different processes to make sure that we will recycle the water in the end so as to do that. But I also have our sister company, Nice House of Plastic, also produces plastic for us. So we have an integrated system that we have as JESA. All this is to make one thing, and one thing, and one thing, that is, the product comes a bit cheaper. She spoke about a lot of things that happens in production to make sure that the product arrives at the customer at the cheapest possible price that you can get. But there is a whole story that happens there. Thank you.